Hey guys, it's Vanny and welcome back to another mukbang food vlog. Today we are currently at LAN Noodle located in West Covina and we're about to eat a bunch of Chinese noodles. They make their noodles fresh here and I heard that they have very tasty noodles, so let's try it out. But before you guys continue watching, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and turn on those post notifications because you know that'll really help me out. And let's go! This is their menu right here. They have an assortment of drinks. I'm getting a goju berry fermented rice drink with strawberry and pineapple. And they have a lot of different appetizers. And these are also the cold appetizers. I'm going to be getting the pork belly in garlic sauce along with the pepper chicken. And these are their noodle dishes. So if you come here, you definitely got to get their noodles because they hand make their noodles. They're so fresh. I'm getting the braised beef noodle and the spicy beef noodle. And then they also have some stir-fry noodles here. So what I'm going to be getting is this right here. This looks really good, this photo right here. And that is the dry mixed noodle, and we're getting beef as the protein. Chef's special item here, it's a big plate chicken. This looks so good with their wide noodles. Really awesome about this place too is you can choose your noodle shape. So they have an assortment of different noodles and they make it fresh for you. You can get thick round noodle, a thin round noodle, thinnest round noodle, angel hair round noodle, wide flat noodle, thin wide He's currently flattening out the noodles. This is the process of making their wide noodles. Wow, that looks amazing. And they just throw them into the pot for boiling. It's awesome because you can see the kitchen at work here. You can see them making the fresh noodles. You can see them boiling all of that meat for the delicious broth. This thing that came out is the regular beef noodle soup, braised beef noodle soup. So you get lots of greens, and then look at these beef pieces. They're nice, big and chunky and fatty. And have a nice wide noodle here. The next one we have is the spicy beef noodle. So this one's a little bit different. They have beef slices here for you, and there's a bunch of fragrant chili oil on top. Once you mix this together, it's going to be phenomenal. Also, some fresh noodles. These should be the chive noodles, the flat chive noodles. So they're still pretty wide, but not as wide as the first pair of noodles we got. They're the dry stir fry with these nice wide noodles. I love wide noodles so much. This looks so good. And there's beef in here as well. Then we have two cold appetizers. So this right here, this is the pork belly in a bunch of chili oil. And then we have the pepper chicken. So this is like shredded chicken with lots of onions and greens, and it's supposed to taste extremely peppery, which I love. This is the chef's special. It is the big plate chicken, and they were not lying about big plate. This is literally a ginormous plate, and you get chunks of juicy chicken. Look at these noodles too. Wow. This is their house drink. It looks so good, super refreshing. It's nice and herbally. There's goju berries in here. First thing I'm gonna try is the braised beef noodle. So this is the regular beef noodle right here, and it comes with these beautiful wide noodles. Oh my goodness. Look how long these noodles go too. It is crazy. So there's a bunch of just chopped green onions in here, cilantro, and then look at this juicy piece of braised meat. And I absolutely love this noodle texture. This noodle texture is so good. There's a nice bounce and chew to it. And I love the thick noodle consistency. Like, if you guys love thick noodles, comment down below and let me know, because I'm a sucker for thick noodles. The broth is also very tasty. You definitely taste the beef that's been braised in here, and it's a very clean tasting broth too. It's not high in sodium at all. Try a piece of the braised meat now. Beef is braised really nicely, and I love how there's like chunks of fat in the beef too. Move on to the next noodle dish. This one is the spicy beef noodle right here. And we have thinner noodles. These are also flat noodles. I believe these are the flat chive noodles. And look at the broth. It's like nice and red, just the way I like it. And the difference between this one is it's the broth is slightly different, and they also give you sliced beef. So instead of the braised beef, this is sliced beef right here. Kind of looks like the beef they give you when you eat bomboe. Oh, there's definitely a kick and a spice to these spicy beef noodles. It's almost like a numbing spice too. So good. Let's try one of the beef slices now. Beef slice is really good. I love how there's a texture and a nice chew to it. Oh. Ooh, this is pretty spicy, so I'm gonna try the house strength. There's goju berries in here, strawberry, pineapple, and fermented rice. Super good. It's nice and refreshing. Really sweet from the strawberry and pineapple, but it's like not overly sweet either. I also taste the bits of the fermented rice. And of course the goju berries. It's like a pop in your mouth. So good. Goju berry almost has a texture similar to like a raisin almost. That's how I would describe it. A raisin that was not dehydrated. Next thing I want to try is this big chicken plate right here. It is a very heavy and hefty plate. Like seriously, whew, I feel like I am lifting weights right now. Let's try to give you guys a little noodle pull. The plate is too heavy for my left arm capacity, unfortunately. Look at those noodles. They look absolutely amazing. These are the widest of the wide noodles you can possibly get. There's chunks of just delicious chicken. The noodle texture on this is absolutely perfect. Noodles are nice, wide, and thick. Such a great texture. They're nice and bouncy. I really love these thick noodles. And the flavor of this big chicken plate is really nice. There's a slight spice. It's not a numbing spice though, and it's not overly spicy either. Let's try a piece of the chicken now. Oh, chicken is nicely braised, nicely seasoned. It's so good. Oh my goodness. I believe there's also some potatoes in here. These potatoes are gonna be so good. It's just been marinating in all of this sauce along with the chicken aromas. Oh, that potato is really good. It literally just absorbs all this delicious sauce. Oh, it's a great call adding potatoes in here. You get so much chicken with this dish too. Honestly, it's really worth it. Even after eating all the noodles, like, you're still gonna have a lot of chicken. Speaking of chicken, we have these two cold plates here. This right here is the pepper chicken. It's shredded chicken and it has a very strong peppery taste, which is what I love so much. So there's also some onions in here, some cilantro, some peppers. Wow. I've actually never tried anything like this before, but I can already envision how it's gonna taste. It's drizzled in all of this delicious chili oil. Super refreshing, and I actually really like how this is cold. Normally chicken dishes you eat warm, but it creates such an interesting texture and flavor when you're eating the chicken cold with all of the crunchiness from these peppers and onions. So refreshing. This instantly cools you down. So if you eat like a bowl of hot noodles, highly recommend getting this. You will cool down. I need to be careful of the little chicken bones in there. And then just chase it off this nice beefy broth. Okay, so these right here are their stir-fried dry beef noodles. There's a bunch of beef on here, and the noodle texture is amazing. Look how wide these noodles are. Whoop. So this should be the same noodle that's actually in the big chicken plate. Super wide. These noodles are really flavorful. Let's try a piece of the beef now. It's like the same beef that you'll usually find in like broccoli and beef or beef chow fun. I think I left this noodle dish to sit out for too long though, so the noodles kind of all stuck together. Normally when it comes out, you're supposed to mix it, but even stuck together, it's really good. Okay, last thing we haven't tried yet. This is the pork belly. It's also another cold appetizer, and it's drenched in all this delicious chili oil. It's really big slices of pork belly too. It looks really good. I love how there's a bunch of garlic and green onions on top. Wow, this pork belly is actually really good. It's a nicely, thinly sliced cut. There's a good ratio of fat and meat on it as well. And it's really refreshing when you eat it cold. Something about eating this, these meats cold is really nice. Combined with their amazing chili oil. There's some bean sprouts underneath here too. That is a very pleasant surprise. Look at, wow, all of these bean sprouts. This is gonna be so delicious because it's drenched in all of the chili oil, and then some of like the fats from the pork probably melted down too. Bean sprouts provide such a refreshing new flavor and texture and crunch to this dish. It's really good. I'm so happy they added the bean sprouts. Yeah, this is definitely pretty spicy. like the numbing sensation. And last thing I want to try is actually dunking these bean sprouts inside of this broth. So good. Okay guys, that is it for today's mukbang food vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this Chinese food mukbang, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and of course subscribe to my channel. If you guys are interested in further supporting me, also check out my Patreon. It's going to be in my description down below. And of course, check out this restaurant again. I bought the restaurant called LAN Noodle. It is located in West Covina. I believe they also have another location in Arcadia. But man, this place is amazing. If you guys are into noodle dishes, this is definitely a place to go to. If you're a fan of noodles and you haven't been here, well, you need to get your butt over here because they hand make their noodles so fresh and the noodle texture is amazing. My absolute top 3 favorite dishes were definitely this big chicken plate. Like, you guys come here, make sure you get this. It is definitely totally worth it. I think it was around like $21, but you get a big plate. It's so much chicken and the noodles are amazing. Noodle texture is so great. Get the wide noodles. The widest noodles, the wider, the better. And another one of my favorites was definitely the braised beef noodle soup. So we got 2. It was braised beef and the spicy noodle. This is really good, but I would not recommend it if you cannot handle spicy because it's a numbing spice and it's gonna creep up on you. The braised beef noodle soup, there is no spice to it, and it's a really clear and just so simple but very delicious broth. And my third favorite is actually the pork belly. I've never really eaten pork belly cold before. It's always hot, so eating the pork belly cold with the mixture of these fresh bean sprouts and their just fragrant chili oil, it was really pleasant. Overall, I had such a great experience here, and I'm gonna leave their information down below in my description. Check them out, and thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, see you guys, bye.